Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors, and happy Thanksgiving to all you folks watching the show. We appreciate it. Hope you're getting ready for just a big day in the outdoors and a big day of eating, and we got to control that. It's just a really special day in our country, and especially here in the Florida Panhandle. So hoping you have a wonderful, wonderful day today. And we're glad to bring you this show this morning. Take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and the hard-working crew. You got to see Drew yesterday, and don't forget about that Christmas toy drive party on December the 3rd, or you take the toy over there anytime. It really goes to, I've seen it firsthand, the folks it goes to, the young people, and they're so appreciative, and that's a good area that appreciates it. High today 75, and low is going to be 65, and water temperature, like we said yesterday, and it appears 65 degrees. It was 65.6, but it's gotten really cooled off. Now the river reading brought to you by Mountain Dew. Again, like I've been saying, it's just going to be low. I know a lot of folks are squirrel hunting on the river today and tomorrow, camping out on the river, and I know a lot of y'all are going to be getting some squirrels and catching some fish and just having a grand time, especially tomorrow and Saturday. A lot of folks are hanging around the house so they eat some turkey, but I know a lot of y'all are headed for the woods. So if you're on the river, the Saltahatchee or the Apalachicola, Holmes Creek, all of those are they're just very low. So be careful. And I had a report the other day. Someone told me about they ran on a sandbar and had no idea that sandbar was there. It wasn't going fast, but it sort of surprised them when they hit it. So just be careful out there. All right, our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. What great tides we're having. It's one of those situations where the tides today, of course, Thanksgiving Day the 24th. These next 3 to 5 days, outstanding tides. Some of the biggest tides we've had all year. So if you have a chance to mix in some good inshore fishing, it's a good time to do it. I mean, a great tide. It's going to be actually low at 7:30 this morning. It's coming in strongly to 8:55, so it's going to be coming in with the east wind now. The east wind is going to help it in some areas and hurt in some areas. It will be coming in about at 10, the east wind, but you can get some places, and there's going to be some good fishing this weekend, I can promise you. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back on this Thanksgiving morning. I know some of y'all, we've been smoking a turkey all night, and I know some of y'all have just spent a lot of time getting ready for Thanksgiving for that meal, and I know we're all going to enjoy it. Got a lot of pictures here, local. I enjoy showing them. There's some great stories behind them. This first one, Shane Riley. April sent this. April Holly, the late Captain Richard Holly daughter, April, married Shane Riley a good while back, the corner tire store. But Shane's a good hunter up there in Jackson County, and he's been after that buck for a couple of years. Good job, Shane. Okay, let's move on. We'll talk about different situations in tree stand. Heather Taylor's Chad has fallen asleep. They've been on the show before, a lot of pictures. Heather Taylor said, "This is what happens when he goes duck hunting in the morning and deer hunting with me in the evening." That is funny. Heather's one of our teachers here locally, and they love the outdoors. Wake up, Chad. Okay, Stephanie sent this to me, to Winston. Some old pictures of the old bridge when we lived out there. We loved the landing at Alvey Homes. That's the boat landing there. The Holmes family used to have it. I thought some viewers never saw it back then. That was the road to Weewall. You're right, that was the road from here to Weewall, the original road. And you viewers love to hear the story. Thanks, Winston. Ronnie and I still watch you every morning. And here's the pictures of it. There's still some of the old pilings are there. And that was the original road to get in there before they built the Weewall Highway, what we call it now. Here's another picture of it. And thank you, Stephanie, for sending that. It's amazing how strong those timber that they put in that water, how strong it was. Okay, my old high school buddy, Rick Beatonholtz. This is interesting. Ingram's Marina up there in Lake Talcott. They put on a bass tournament to benefit the FCA of Liberty and Calhoun County, two of our big viewing areas, and and had sponsors and all. This was the inaugural event, and a couple of the big fish. It was just a couple of days ago, last Saturday. Fall Tackle Open, good fishing and all. And there's Rick, big fish winner, and first place winner. I don't know all the names for folks, but anyway, they bottom line there, they raised $1,000 for the FCA of Calhoun and Liberty County Schools, and I really thank a lot of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So thank y'all for doing that. Speaking of folks, Richard Suber May and the Suber family, that's where I would go quail hunting and all, this family here. Awesome day duck hunting at the coast. Now they all live up there around Quincy and in between places in Tallahassee, Havana. They're all cousins, but they got redheads, bluebills, and canvasback last weekend, and here they are here. Isn't that a great picture? Look at all of them. All right, here's a good picture of the boys taking the boys out. And that's a good way to do it. Just charter the trip itself, and that way, unless you're an avid duck hunter and don't go on your own, but if you don't do a lot of duck hunting, this is the way to do it. Just go with somebody. There's the ugly daddies there, most of them. That's one of the older boys, and their granddaddies, their granddaddies. Okay, we're gonna talk about later being thankful. Danny Joe Strength sent this. When I ask all about thankful, he's thankful for grandkids. Okay, Danny Joe, what a great picture. Good-looking grandkids and happy grandkids. That's something to be thankful for today. Thank you, Danny Joe. Donnie Messer actually got her a 17-point. Now, I'm not sure. I want to say they're in Missouri. I'm not sure where they were. I know it wasn't here in Bay County. A 17. We haven't seen a 17-point buck in a while. Good job, Donnie. A better job, Ashley. Okay. Here's something to be talking about being thankful and making a list. I just saw this right here. It makes a lot of sense. Thanksgiving week and up to today. Count my blessings. Let go of what I can't control. Practice kindness. Listen to my heart. Be thankful for what God has given me, and just relax and breathe. That's some simple ones that'll help you out right there. Ryan Spitzer's been on the show before. He's thinking of family that took him, the Collins family, opened their homes and gave him an opportunity to come hunt for about 5 days up there. Good job, Ryland Spitzer. Good young man right there. And there he is right there. Nice rack. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. You know, last week, the Thursday before Thanksgiving every year, First Baptist has their wild game cookout, and I just took a couple of pictures with my phone while I was down there. I just want to share pictures. Great time was had by all, but here's a couple of pictures of it right here. They feed us there in the parking lot. Ideal. It was cold that night. It was real cold. Good crowd, but I went back there on the backside of the parking garage. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 big cookers, and then another cooker, 5 cookers, and they do some serious cooking, okay? And then the ladies do the serving. Look at the smiling faces, and they gave us a good bunch of food to eat. Everybody had a great time. I just wanted to share this with you. And this Dennis Landingham did some paintings. Dennis, we talked about it before. Beautiful paintings. He is so talented. But check out this picture here. Okay, there's the crew right there in the lobby of the church. There's Dennis right there, and. But the painting, okay, some redheads, and I'll go through them and all, but one I really want to, that's the state park right there. One I really want to show you, for your old timers, if you recognize it, it's changed a lot. That is Presnell's Marina down in St. Joe. It is not like that anymore, but original days when you went down there and just put your boat in, and now you can't even get in there. It's private, and it's just changed a lot, but this is a great part of our Panhandle history, the old Presnell's Marina. There were a lot of good times had there. And then a bass, speckled trout there, and there's Dennis right there with the paintings. I just wanted to, and then inside the church service there was some music and all. Just a great time was had by all. That time I want to share that with you. And then also, I mentioned Mandy Miller, Miller Marine, Mike and Mandy and Megan, they just had a get together the other night. She just called and invited Gail and I, and here's some just quick pictures. Just Because party. Mandy has promised she's going to come back on the show now, so she's going to be here soon. But anyway, they cooked some fish and some ribs and just right there in the boatyard. Just because, just have a get together and a good cookout. And it was a fun time. We had balls. So want to share that with. There's the cooks over there, and really a lot of fun. So anyway, I wanted to share those good. This time of year, everybody's getting ready to do all kind of things, and just celebrating is one big thing that we can do. Having good parties and having good fun. I still have a couple more. Duck season is so important this time of year. It's just a lot of fun. Really, when you get out, everything opens up. This cold weather really pushed in some ducks. And last week when it opened up, I woke up at daybreak to the gunshots at Deer Point Lake, and I always gauge how many ducks are on Deer Point. I know it's not scientific, but I can gauge how many ducks are on Deer Point Lake by the amount of gunshots I hear that first 15 minutes. And it's pretty busy. So I was thinking that they got right ahead of that cold front that came in. So anyway, let's go from Deer Point Lake to Apalachicola, northern end of the bay system there. Okay, here, check it out here. On opening weekend, Elizabeth Murphy and Clay Murphy. We've had Elizabeth a lot of pictures from Weewall. Here they are waiting. Clay's getting out there, getting the decoys up. It was cold that morning, if you remember that day. Anyway, dog working hard, retrieving them. And here they are, they're happy. They have some redheads and bluebills. I see them right there. Happy couple there from Weewall. But it was good to see that. Real quick, we're talking about the old time tree stands. I hadn't showed this. I would look at that. You can tell how old it is by just looking at the old chair and all. That's an old lawn chair with a webbing in it. That was set up. That would be hard to get in this day and time. It would be safe. Okay. Real-time fishers. This is Cecily and Dennis Hale, her dad Dennis, and her little brother shucking some oyster. We're glad to have them. They're coming back on the show, is advertising with us, and we're glad to have them back with us. We're talking about some great seafood, and we're going to talk more about it. So we got all that kind of stuff coming up. But anyway, if you get a chance to come down and visit Real-Time Fishers, do that. Also, tomorrow, Friday, of course, is a lot of Black Friday and all deals going on, and all kind of shopping going on. That's why a lot of us just head for the woods or get on the water somewhere. But I do want to encourage you to shop local as much as you can, and to support our small businesses. And we have mainly most of the people that advertise with us and support our show are small businesses, and we really appreciate them. And if you get a chance to deal with them, certainly want to do it. Also, always something in what we're thankful for. Okay, I've got all kind of. Some of y'all responded. I just want to read a couple of responses. So what we're thankful for. Kenny Hicks said, "Good morning, Coach. I am grateful for your show. I hope you and your family and friends have a very nice Thanksgiving. Thank you and God bless." So thank you, Kenny Hicks. Carol Allen sent this in. She's a new viewer from Cottondale. "Thankful for God and country and so much more. Herb and I love your show. Thank you. And thank you for telling us to do something good each day for our fellow man. God bless Herb and Carol." And then Dana Jo Strength that showed that picture a while ago of thankful for grandkids. So there's so much to be thankful for today, and I know a lot of us will gather around and we'll try to share things we're thankful for. And I know mine's always easy to do. I have so much to be thankful for. I try to surmise it. I'm thankful for my faith. I just don't see how people make it through life without faith, and I'm just very thankful for it. I encourage you to work on your faith, and it just gets through so many tough times, and so rewarding. My family, I'm just blessed with a wonderful family, and I know you all feel the same way. Friends, great friends that love the outdoors, and the kind of friends that'll be there if you need me, kind of friends. And I was just blessed to have that. The outdoors, God's gift of the outdoors to us and what it means here in the Florida Panhandle. I'm thankful for Panhandle Outdoors, for all the work that Jeff Peck does and Gail does, and I'm thankful for you viewers. And I was thinking, folks, in January, we will be starting our 18th year on Panhandle Outdoors. I had no idea we've been doing it that long. We started in 06, and I've got the records back there. I've got some old video, and I had something else I want to do, start showing some of that old video. I ran across the show the other day when Red Holland was our guest, and I was thinking it'd be neat to show some of that stuff. So we've been blessed with 4,000 plus shows, and we've only been able to do it because of the loyalty of our viewing audience and our advertisers that kept us on the air. So a lot of hard work by Jeff and Gail, and Bill Adams always there to help out. And whenever I called him, Billy up there Sneeds, he comes down, and we have other people to fill in. So it's really, we feel blessed with that. So I'm very thankful for that, and so many other thankful things we have. And so share those with your family today, and just enjoy being with family. We're going to take a break. We're going to treat this like a Friday show, although it's Thursday, because we're going to come up with our Thanksgiving weekend things to do in the outdoors, and fishing is going to be one of them. So we'll take a break, and we'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's start with our drawing. This is our famous Thanksgiving prediction of what's going to be going on this week. Our drawing is going to be, the $20 gift certificate is going to be from DeSoto, Georgia, AJ Acock, one of our YouTube viewers from DeSoto, Georgia. All right, AJ. And the winner of Big Red Snapper is going to be, Captain Jerry Cutchins. Oh, Jerry, good job, Jerry. Now, listen, I want to recommend that you get some fresh seafood, because look, we're going to all eat too much today. We're going to eat a lot of turkey, and we're going to eat too much. And then you get some seafood, and that'll go along with the squirrel and rice you're going to be cooking this weekend. So what a great, a plethora of food we'll all have for the Thanksgiving weekend. Turkey, squirrel and rice, and seafood, and maybe some ducks wrapped in bacon. So does it get any better than that? Okay, I do want to talk about eating too much. I do want to recommend. I feel very strong about staying physically active, and walking on Thanksgiving afternoon is just something traditional. Just get out. A lot of us go to the woods or the water, but a lot of our folks that don't go, let's get out and walk. And I want to encourage you to continue to do something like that. Just get outside and walk if you can, and basically, if you can go out on some trails, some nature trails on State Park, it'd be great exercise. So get some exercise this weekend too. I don't talk about that a lot. I do want to mention the fishing. I was able to go fishing this past Monday. Went with a couple of captains. We had three boats, and I'll show you the video next week. With some family, some friends of Walter's, close friends up there in Mississippi. They came down here, and we were going to go offshore, but nothing happening offshore. Snapper season closed during the week, and by the way, snapper season opened this weekend. We went 80 foot of water. I could see the condos. I mean, we're close to the beach, 80 foot of water. We went out just about right here. If you look at the screen, if coming straight out of the pass, we went in this direction right here, and that's about where we were, right there in the center of the screen. And a lot of action, a lot of old school. We saw some birds, and we just started fishing around the birds. And of course, we knew what it was, the bonita. Bonita's fun to catch, especially if got some young teenage kids with you, catching bonita. It's a lot of fun. We caught some Almaco jack and different things like that. So it was decent fishing. We didn't caught a bunch of red snapper, but we just couldn't keep them. A bunch of small red snapper. And a good many amberjacks. They were too small. They were like biggest one like 22 inches. Got to be 34 inches. So we didn't keep a lot of those. We didn't keep any of those fish, but we were able to get some for them to eat. So it was good. But keep in mind now, the big thing next week on December 1st. What happens then? Flounder opens back up. That's next December 1st. Will be next Thursday, I believe. Next Thursday, flounder season open. I don't think there's going to be many left in the bay, but I did talk to a commercial guy. Well, at the Miller Marine Party up there, I talked to some commercial guys, and one of them told me he'd just got 83. He showed me the picture, 83 flounders on the front of his boat. Of course, he had a commercial license, and they've all come through the pass now. So they're going to be on the, if you want to go, they're going to be in the structures as you go out the pass. You get a map now, there's all kind of structures, and they're sitting there. We have a limit. The commercial guys, they're the ones sell to the fish market where we buy from there. So keep that in mind. Duck hunters, real quick, I know the duck hunters know where to go, but if you're a rookie at it, a couple of good spots right here. This is duck hunters only, okay? right here off at West Bay. I've hunted there for many, many years, right there in the center of the screen. All through there, there's going to be some good duck hunting. If the wind's blowing out north, put your decoys on this side. Real quick over Apalachicola Bay. Just go to the northern end of the bay, and if you gotta learn the area real well to really fish it. But you want to go toward the northern end of the bay, and right up in here. But anyway, the big thing is on duck hunting is get the decoys out and get them set, and you know, be patient. The duck hunting is a lot of fun. Choctaw, I don't know much duck hunting goes on in Choctaw Bay now. Y'all let me know if there is. A couple other things, Amoco, AJ's Amoco. The big thing, like I say, would be this weekend is just get out in the woods, and hunting is a big thing going on outdoors here in the Panhandle. But if you do get to go fishing, remember when we went back earlier to the tide chart, what strong tides we have. So the redfish and trout, the redfish is going to be a great time to go around the bridges as that tide is going out. It's going to be really strong, and it's going to be a lot of fun red fishing. The trout they're going to start gathering up. This cold weather's already got them put together and all. Then when that tide starts coming in, they're going to be coming in with that tide. And so be aware of that's going on. In all three of our base systems, that's what's going on. Got to wrap it up for today. We've got a good video coming up tomorrow. I want you to just have a wonderful Thanksgiving, enjoy your meal, but most importantly, enjoy your family and the fellowship you get to spend a day. Every hour is special you get to spend with family. So you have a great day. Do something good for someone today. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.